Hi guys, my name is Clarice and today I'm going to be talking about St. Polycarp Church. Welcome to Izmir, Smyrna, a city where history doesn't sit behind glass but quietly lives within everyday streets. Here, ancient civilizations, religions, and cultures have overlapped for thousands of years, and in the heart of this layered city stands a building that carries one of the oldest Christian stories ever told, St. Polycarp Church. This is not just a church, it's a memory carved into stone. To understand its importance, we need to go back to early days of Christianity, nearly 2,000 years ago, when faith was something people were willing to die for. Ancient Smyrna, which is Izmir, was one of the most important centers of early Christianity. Being a major trade hub, helped ideas and beliefs spread rapidly. Christianity found followers in the city at an early stage. However, Roman rule also brought periods of severe persecution. Christians were often viewed as a threat to Roman traditions. And now let's talk about who Saint Polycarp was. Saint Polycarp was born in the 1st century AD and lived in ancient Smyrna, today's Izmir. What makes him truly special in his direct connection to the origins of Christianity. Polycarp was a student of Saint John the Apostle, one of the 12 disciples of Jesus Christ. This means that Polycarp learned the Christian faith from someone who personally knew Jesus. Because of this, Polycarp became one of the most respected Christian leaders of his time. He served as the bishop of Smyrna and guided the early Christian community during a period of fear and persecution. At that time, the Roman Empire demanded loyalty not only to the state but also to its gods. Christians who refused to worship Roman deities were seen as rebels. Many were imprisoned, tortured, or executed. Polycarp was already an old man when Roman authorities arrested him. According to a historical text, he was given a simple choice: deny Christ or live, or remain faithful and die. His response was echoed through history. Polycarp refused to renounce his faith. He is said to have calmly stated that he had served Christ his entire life and saw no reason to abandon him in his final moments. He was sentenced to death by burning. Witnesses described his execution not as a scene of fear but one of the extraordinary calm and dignity. His martyrdom deeply affected the Christian world, and after his death, Smyrna became a sacred place for early believers. And now let's fast forward more than 1,000 years. The St. Polycarp Church we see today was built in 1625 during the Ottoman Empire. What is remarkable is that its construction was officially permitted by the Ottoman Sultan. This reflects Izmir's long tradition of religious coexistence and tolerance. The church stands near the ancient Agora, a location rich with Roman and early Christian history. From the outside, the building appears simple and unassuming, but once inside, the space reveals its true depth. The interior of the church is adorned with stunning frescoes painted in the 19th century. These artworks visually narrate the life and martyrdom of Saint Polycarp. Scene by scene, they guide visitors through his trial, his faith, and his final sacrifice. As sunlight filters through the windows, the colors of frescoes soften, creating a peaceful and reflective atmosphere. Even visitors who come purely out of curiosity often describe feeling a deep sense of stillness here. Over the centuries, St. Polycarp Church has survived fires, earthquakes, and political change. It has been restored multiple times, yet its spirit remains untouched. Today, it continues to function as an active Catholic church while also welcoming visitors from all over the world. But perhaps what makes this place truly special is what it represents. In a city where mosques, churches, and synagogues stand close to another, St. Polycarp Church is a reminder that Izmir has always been a meeting point of cultures, beliefs, and stories. It tells us that history is not only written by empires and rulers, but also by individuals, by people like Polycarp, whose quiet courage shaped generations. If you ever find yourself in Izmir, step inside the church, pause for a moment, look at the walls, listen to the silence. You are not just visiting a historical site, you're standing inside a story that began nearly 2,000 years ago. Thank you for joining this journey into Izmir's past. I hope you've enjoyed the video.